So many people have been asking about an update on this case, this false arrest and kidnapping of a good citizen by Deputy Lowery of the Volusia County Sheriffs Office in Florida. And there is, in fact, a new and official update on this incident. And we're going to get to some brand new footage here in just a minute. But there is officially an investigation into this incident and into the wrongdoings of Deputy Lowery. I mean, this original video, links in description, is so clear-cut and shows beyond any reasonable doubt that this arrest was false and these were feelings being enforced by Deputy Lowery instead of law. At the very end of this video, I'm going to point out and highlight something that's apparently a positive thing being done by the Volusia County Sheriff's Office that stands out above some other agencies. And when I see something good like that, I like to highlight it. Now, I'm not counting any chickens before they hatch because that lady hasn't sung yet, but the indications are good. So the good citizen that was arrested in that initial incident that actually took place in 2022. When I initially posted these videos, I didn't know the date that took place. I thought it was more recent. But that good citizen was contacted by a lieutenant investigator with the sheriff's office just within the past week. They wanted to speak to the good citizen and get his account of what happened. Some of what took place there is the video that I'm going to show you here in just a moment. But they contacted him because of these videos. This entire incident was under the radar. This deputy had gotten away with it with no repercussions. And remember, the citizen literally did absolutely nothing wrong. He was placed in handcuffs, kidnapped, taken to jail where he spent 12 hours, missed out on work, and it cost him hundreds of dollars and embarrassment. But because of these videos getting out there and being seen, they've been seen by law enforcement. They've been seen by you, and many of you have called, you've emailed, you've left reviews, because just like they bind themselves together with that blue line, we the people look out for each other because we have to. Otherwise, these things continue to go on. But that citizen reached out to me and asked if I would accompany him to this interview. He just wanted to have somebody more familiar with how these things work. And honestly, he's got a new fear of law enforcement after this incident. And I don't blame him for not wanting to go alone. And if he wants to speak to them, that is completely up to him. This is not my thing. This is his thing. I offer my opinion and advice. And like everybody, they're free to, make their own choices. He decided he did want to speak to them. And I gave him some advice and some pointers on what to steer away from, what not to answer. Stick just to the facts that are relevant. Nothing personal. No, what were you doing that day? None of that. And I also wasn't sure if they would allow him to have someone come inside with him. Oftentimes, they will say they'll only allow an attorney into these interviews with you. They'll also tell you you can't record it, which the law protects you. You can record it. No law enforcement officer can ever tell you you can't record a conversation between them. But they want you one-on-one. They are going to try to find a way to justify the actions of a law enforcement officer. They are not there to help the citizen. They are there to help the agency. And they don't want you bringing along somebody with you that can distract you. They might make small talk about the weather, which you'll see an example of. And I told this citizen, look out for that. Many of the things I warned him about, they did try. I mean, they did act professionally, as you'll see. But these are tactics that law enforcement does. They're trying to befriend you, to get you loosened and opened up. And they may tell you this is voluntary. If you're going to record it, we just won't do the interview, because they have rules that say you can't record it, not law, because they want to keep their investigation private. If you did record it, secretly, however, and then you publish that video, you have legally done nothing wrong because you just violated their policy, which doesn't apply to you, and the First Amendment protects you in the actions that you took in recording the conversation with law enforcement officers. So I agreed to accompany him, and we'll just play it by ear and see how it goes. So we went to the Volusia County Sheriff's Office administrative buildings in DeLand, Florida. And what you're about to see is that they did not like that they brought somebody with him. This was, in fact, against their policy, and they were also against the recording. They'll tell you, it's okay, we're recording it anyway, and you can just get a copy of that. But let's remember something. Your recording you have immediately and for free and unredacted. Their recording you can request, and then you'll have to purchase it if they release it, and it may be heavily redacted. So what you're about to see and hear is an example of all the things I've been talking about, and you're going to see exactly how these things work. And remember, when they're acting friendly to you, it's not because they want to be your friend. It's because they want to get any information from you that may help the agency.
Thanks for for showing up. Appreciate it. You want to come back here real quick? We'll get this interview started and done.
He's with me.
He wanted to bring somebody with. He'd just be more comfortable.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, are you an attorney, like a barred attorney?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I mean, I can only allow maybe an attorney back there with us. It is going to be audio recorded, like I told you on the phone.
So he can record it though, right?
No. It's an active administrative investigation. All right.
Right. But
I told him once we're done with the administrative investigation, I'll give him the information. He can subpoena it, and or not subpoena, but he can request it.
he can request
Yeah,
it.
he can
Right.
request it. And he can get a copy of it. It
Right,
shouldn't take too much. It shouldn't take too much time, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he could purchase a copy if a redacted copy.
I've had other people request them at the end of the investigation.
Yeah.
It's all public record, so I have no problem with that. And I can tell you, I'll give you information here from this lady right here to get it for you. So.
Would you be more comfortable talking outside then?
Would I?
Yeah.
No. Well, we have an interview room set up here.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, just respectfully, he's got a First Amendment right to record. I mean, he's protected under the First Amendment, where any law enforcement officer can't tell him he can't record a conversation between them.
I understand that portion.
Yeah.
I understand that. But we're
So-
gonna be back in our offices. It is gonna be recorded. It's an active internal investigation, obviously.
Right.
So I can't have anybody record it other than me. It is gonna be recorded, audio recorded.
It's kind of
And I told him on the phone, it's totally voluntary. Like,
right.
I'm not making him do
Well,
this.
yeah, that's why he's here. But
I-
he's just got to come and see both sides.
I have the body worn camera footage, so like obviously I've reviewed that. I've
Yeah.
reviewed the reports, so if you want to participate, that's great. If you don't, it's no harm, no foul. Like I got everything from the camera footage and from the reports, so I can still do my investigation with that.
Yeah.
Obviously under 112, Officer Bill of Rights, I just have to I have to reach out and see if they want to participate. If you do, great. If you don't, also fine. For the law officer, the Bill of Rights, I have to at least make the attempt. So, and those are the rules that we have. So, if you want to do it, great. If you don't, again, like I said, I have all the stuff I need to continue on my stuff. I just have to make sure that that's just how it is. So.
But I mean, it's pretty clear cut from the body cam. I mean,
Yeah, the whole body camera was rolling the entire time. So obviously, I got the disposition letters from the state attorney. I got the body worn camera footage. I got the reports. So obviously, I have all that. So it would literally just be questions, basically, confirming what was on the body camera. Unfortunately, though, you being the witness, in the event, I just have to ask if you want to participate. It's just one of those things that I do. So. Totally up to you, whether you want to do it or not. Basically from there, what happens is we talk to the chiefs, we staff it down the hall. They would determine, what policy violations, if any, were violated. And then, it would have all that stuff on that whole report. So you can even have that as well. I mean, like I said, it's all public record. Once it's over, like I said, it's an active internal investigation. So the only people that can record it, unfortunately, there is us. So. Up to you, man. If you want to participate, if not, it's totally up to you.
that's your call. I mean, I'll just throw in that I think it's everything needed really is on the body cam. I mean, you cross the street, used your First Amendment, and that was that. So it's up to you.
Are you like a buddy of his?
Yeah.
He didn't say anything about bringing
Yeah.
somebody. Okay, all right.
He just feel more comfortable. Even myself.
People have requested that, but we just have a stance that if you want an attorney, like a barred attorney in here, and sit down, that's fine. But we just can't have everybody coming in here and because it's supposed to be a one-on-one independent interview with just you, So if you want to have an attorney come, that's fine. That's a barred attorney. But again, it's totally up to you what you want to do. Like I said, I have everything. If you don't want to do it, it's totally voluntary. But you just let me know. I mean, what you feeling?
My personal opinion, I don't think there could be anything added that will help the case.
No, I don't think there.
I think it's everything that's pertinent. I think is already on that video.
Okay.
That's my opinion. Obviously, you do.
And I'll let you know
want.
the body camera was rolling the entire time. So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't like we don't have partial.
Oh yeah, it was fast.
I don't know if you have the copies of the body camera yet.
Yeah.
Is that the same video that was on the
Yeah.
YouTube page?
Yep.
I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Yep.
Yeah. So obviously
it's very quick, clear cut, and simple. So it's there wasn't much else going on there. So
Yeah, it was weird that it started raining today. It was
I didn't
all
expect
clear.
it, yeah.
We were walking up here. It was clear blue sky, and it started pouring. I was like, we got to get underneath this awning.
Can I see the body cam footage? That
You
have?
can request it, yeah.
I can
You can
request
request it, yeah, absolutely. You can request it. Being that it's an active IA right now, we'll probably hold it until the end. But you can obviously make the request right now, and I'll give you the case number for it if you want the case number.
I got it right.
You got it? All right.
I got everything.
Yeah. All right. So I mean, you can make the request here. They'll have to do the redactions on it. So we have somebody on this side and out at our IT that do the redactions.
Yeah,
They
they
go
charged me
through it.
$140 last time, so.
If they're lengthy videos, I know I don't know what the price per minute or whatever it is, but I know they can get up there. So
Well,
Yeah,
they
they
tried to
use-
charge me 3 hours for less than an hour.
yeah,
They always charge the hourly rate of whoever's
yeah, I don't know.
going over it. Yeah, so-
whatever the
Yeah.
rate is, it is. But obviously, yeah, you can request that. So I don't. Being that it's an active investigation, you might have to wait. I don't see this taking too much longer because really, I mean, it really was just you and him. So I wouldn't wait too long. But
What suddenly brought it up? I guess it was a video going out that brought this up.
I mean, I would assume.
Yeah.
I don't make the determination on what gets investigated. That comes from
Right,
the
yeah.
office of the chief
Right,
deputy. So
yeah.
he wanted to open an internal affairs investigation into it. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah. And I'm going to leave it at that for right now. But I will get the outcome of this investigation as soon as it concludes, and as soon as I know about it, you'll know about it. Now, hopefully I won't have to retract it, but at the moment I'm going to give credit to the sheriff's office because as of the start of their investigation, there had been no complaint or civil suit yet filed. They saw a video online of their agency doing bad things, violating rights, violating laws. They started getting feedback from people that have seen these videos. And then, without being pressured, they began this investigation. That aspect of this I can respect. If you remember, another agency, Orange City Police Department recently, also had clear-cut, on-video rights violations, and a complaint was made. But that department decided to just completely ignore it and not investigate the wrongdoing, the clear-cut wrongdoing by those officers. That's a big, big difference. And it speaks volumes, in my opinion. Now, there's some people in cases like this, they'll feel bad for the cop. No, leave him alone. He's going to get him in trouble. That's his job. But what about the citizen that he put in a bad position? More than one. This is just one that we're working on right now that we know about. Who knows how many there have been and how long this has gone on. This Deputy Lowery definitely seems to have the mentality where this is just common to him. Citizens are being victimized across the country all the time. And what we're doing here is what we need to do. This is how the people stick together, and this is how we correct these types of things. We expose the bad and also highlight the good. Ignoring these wrongdoings is part of the problem. This allows it to continue. Those people say, just leave the cop alone until it happens to them. What do they say? Back the blue until it happens to you? Only the people can correct these types of things and ensure that we have cops out there we can trust. Stay tuned. I'll keep you updated. Share your thoughts. Thanks for being here. Twisted Luck Truth. I'll see you soon.